Alright, so today I've got an interesting form here. We have a cylinder with some cutouts in it, and these cutouts are running diagonally. And so achieving this with booleans is quite easy, but doing this with subdivision surfaces can be a bit of a challenge. And today I'm going to demonstrate how you could go about modeling something like this efficiently. Alright, so I'm going to start off by creating a cylinder. And I'll make sure that I have 64 vertices. I'll then tab into edit mode and select the cap at the top and bottom and get rid of it. I'll then add a cut and increase the number of cuts by about 18. And then I'll just select all the edges that we have there, switch to face mode, and then I'll say poke face. Now I'll select the vertical and the horizontal edge there, and hold down Shift G so that I can select by length. And then I'll reduce the threshold till we have only the vertical and horizontal edges highlighted, and I'll dissolve them. Then I will select a vert here and give it a gap of maybe 3 verts, like so. And holding down Control Shift and plus, I'll just select in this particular order. I'll then expand that selection and switch to face mode and then use loop tools, circle. Then I'll change the method to fit inside and make sure that flatten is unchecked. Then what I'm going to do is connect the outermost point of that circle to this point that we have here and repeat it on the other side as well. And then I'll grab this vert that we have here and merge to last, like so. I'll just repeat that command, and this is what we end up with. Now what I'm going to do is repeat this all across. Now this is a bit tedious, so I'll just go ahead and merge all this and come back. Alright, so I've gone ahead and connected all the vertices and merged the remaining vertices, and we're going to repeat this at the bottom. So let's just follow this flow that we have all the way to the bottom to find exactly where we need to select those verts. And so giving a gap of about 3 vertices, I'll go ahead and select that and repeat what we did last time. And then I'll just go ahead now and expand our selection like so. Switch to face mode and again repeat the process. And again, I have to go through the process of connecting these verts like so, and then merging them again like so. Now we'll go ahead and connect all these and be right back. Alright, so now that we've gone ahead and finished the most tedious part of this process, let's go ahead and start selecting our faces. So I'm going to select by shortest path. So now that we've gone ahead and selected all the faces, I'm going to inset like so. Just make it 0.05 like so. And then I'll go ahead and just get rid of the faces that we have here. I'll then come to our modifier tab and add a solidify modifier. I'll also add a subdivision surface modifier to this. I'll increase the thickness to about 0.02, so I'll say even thickness, and leave it at that. Now I'll go ahead and apply this. Now we need to add a couple of control loops here. So I'll add a control loop at the top. So let's just turn off our subdivision surface modifier for the moment. Add a loop at the bottom. Let's go ahead and select this. Make sure that we've selected the bottom one as well. And we'll just bevel this like so. I'll then expand the selection and then outset this. Just make sure that it's outset properly. Then I'll add a loop inside the cutout like so. And I'm going to place this loop on the inside of all these cutouts. And once I've gone ahead and added loops inside all these cutouts, I'm going to also place a control loop right here on the outside as well as on the inside, and I'm going to repeat this process for the entire mesh. So again, adding these control loops are a bit tedious, but it's something we need to do. So I will come back once all this is done. Alright, so I've gone ahead and added all those control loops on the inside as well as the outside. Now all that's pending is to select the loop that we had in the middle there, and we are going to select all of those loops in the cutout. Alright, so all those loops have been selected, and now I'm going to bevel them. And now we can turn on our subdivision surface modifier, and we can also shade smooth, like so. That looks pretty good. Let's throw on our shiny matte cap material and check how things are looking. That looks pretty decent. Let's just throw this over this. Now I'll go ahead and add this level of subdivision that we have here and apply that, and then add another subdivision surface modifier on top of this to smoothen things further. I'll check this icon here to say on cage. And now let's look at the topology here. Now you'll notice that we have some 5-spoke poles here, and we will encounter some amount of distortion where those 5-spoke poles are. That's just a compromise we need to make. But other than that, from this viewing distance, everything looks quite nice. We will encounter some amount of distortion. That's something that we just have to live with. So if I throw on our zebra matte cap here, you can see how we are getting some distortion there, and that can be helped. The very nature of this topology will result in something like that. But with a somewhat matte material, you will not be able to see any of those distortions. But yeah, there we have it. If you like this video, be sure to check out the rest of my channel for more modeling and topology related videos. And thanks for watching.